Let's talk about my own personal issues first. First off, I get a little money, a little job, and I buy a bottle of hand soap that says it's unicorn tears, and I don't know how to stop myself from doing that. It's just I haven't had money in so long. So poor for so long that it was such a cute little item. It's not a gift, it's just for me. I want to wash my hands with unicorn tears. Let me show you guys the bottle. I mean, look at this. It's super cute, isn't it? Like, I don't know if you can see it as well as you should in the video, but check my Snapchat for a really good angle of it. Secondly, I'm on the couch once again tonight. I am chillaxing. It takes me 4 hours to do anything in LA. I went to one store to buy one thing, and then it took me 4 hours to get home, basically, by the bus. Not really. I stopped at a second store, but 4 hours. If I had a car, these stores are right around the corner, really. Third thing, I didn't want to bring this up, but I saw it on a person that they're the funniest little thing to me. They work with me, but then I saw it and I was like, oh, this is a real thing in LA, or is it everywhere, or have people just gone mad in society? I don't know why I always think it's just LA. Maybe it's I live in LA. I don't go anywhere else, so I'm thinking it's just here and people are just nonsense. But people always have Bluetooth speakers, and they're always just blaring them out, like just in public, like they're just on and they're just listening to their music in public. I'm like, they're not meant for you to just use them in public like that. You're supposed to have headphones or something. I mean, they're for like home use, and every time I see it, it just like makes me want to slap somebody. Like, why are you listening to your music off into the public air? Like, I don't understand. What was that? Was that three? Was this the third thing? The fourth thing is I don't want to be one of those types of people, but I did go to school and get a fairly decent education, college, graduate school. So usually when things happen in the world or in the job, I'm like, oh, it's just nonsense. But what I don't like is when people make it seem like you've made this, you're making like, well, let me tell you what happened. So if you guys don't know, I work in retail because, of course, I've made poor decisions in life, and job hunting wasn't the best in the last year. So I work in retail. Nothing wrong with working in retail. It's just retail is retail. The other night, last night to be exact, a guest called at about, I'd say, 7 o'clock, and they asked for something to be put on hold. Normally, if you want something on hold, you come and get it before the store closes. That's like, it'll be here till the store closes. Since the store, like any place, when it's almost time to close, we start packing up, putting things back, organizing stuff. So, I mean, generally that's done like 30 minutes before the store closes. So, I'm thinking, most people come and pick up things not before the last 5 to 3 minutes before the doors close. Most people think, let me get there, just in time. You never know. This person literally came in 5 minutes before the doors, like the announcement of the store is closing, and make your final purchases like going on. They find me, off into my section. I'm like cleaning and I'm doing stuff and everything, and I'm like, yeah, let me check on it. I could not find the item that they reserved. And for some reason, I called my supervisor. I was like, they're getting upset. I can't find it. We all are looking, and then look over to like one of the aisles, and it's sitting on top of something. And I'm like, I have no idea how it got there. And you're like, yeah, I have no idea how that particular item moved from under the counter to on top of an adjacent aisle. It's like even if I was doing something, I don't know how I could have put it there. Like, I don't know why I would move it. And the thing is, I never touched it. I never moved the item the entire time. I didn't even put the item on hold. I just saw the item on hold at the desk. I was like, oh, it's for a person. This is it right here. Someone brought it and put it on the under the counter for me, and that's what I saw. They acknowledged it when they brought it. Like, hey, there it is. And so my supervisor, like, this is what people don't know. I always tell people, always make sure that your face does things. Make sure there's not other people around. So it happens and everything, and then I go, to like get this customer out of the store. The store is literally, it's like 15 minutes after the store is closed now. So, and one of my coworkers like, oh yeah, so and so, they were just shaking their head at you after this happened. And I was thinking to myself, how is this something that's a mistake by me? Like, how is anything, how it's an open counter. Like literally anybody can walk behind it. It's in the center. Like there's no closures. There's no doors. You can literally walk back there. You could, if you knew what you're doing, walk back there and do anything. And like, when we walk away from the counter, that's just, can't see it from can't even see it from another eye. You have to like listen, and peek over things to make sure no one's standing there. And it just, once again, I am a little upset. I guess this has become me telling you guys about my job week. I'm a little upset that they had the audacity to make a face or an indication of failure when honestly they're the person who's supposed to train me. I literally think they did train sometime. I think their training was, here's where you'll be working. That was all they ever did. Nothing more, nothing less. And I hate that in a lot of places, they just drop you into things. And then when stuff happens, they look at you like, you should know better. You should know something. Thinking to myself, at what point were these experiences or things was a possibility of something happening? And it just makes me upset. And, I keep that in mind when people, it's like one of those things like, if they're on the side of the road and I see them, it's just in the back of my mind, it's like, oh, should I help you? Like you seem to have jokes, basically, when it comes to things. But anyways, my mouth is dry. I had to go drink some water because that story took a lot out of me once again. This is Story Week on the vlog where I tell you about my job. And honestly, if you come to LA and you go to enough department stores, honestly, I think if you come to LA and you go to any department store, you'll probably find me there at that one. There's only a few of them, so you might just find me there. But yeah, working in retail is not a horrible experience. I definitely have enjoyed working with certain people and everything, but it's the ones who've been there for years and years and years that they have this mentality. And I think, it's a mentality of that's how they've been there that long. That's why they're still there. They have this, but honestly, not having any creative control over anything you do at your job is probably the most life-sucking thing that I've ever done in my life. It is sucking the life out of me to not be able to change or have some personality to anything. So the only thing I enjoy and I love is talking to guests and helping them. It is like the best part of my day, being able to talk to somebody, help them, and they feel like I really helped them find something or they learn something new. That is like the most rewarding thing of my day. But also the thing is, every time I'm doing that, someone comes, are you doing this? And I'm like, do you see me helping them? Like, I can't do two things at once. I can't just, and I feel like it's, people understand, it's, when you're with somebody and you're talking to them and you're giving them information or whatever, if you just walk away in mid, like before saying, I always say, let me know if I can, help you some more. I'm going to go over here. I'll be right over here and everything. But it hurts me every time somebody comes over. It was a supervisor or manager. They're like, are you doing this? Are you doing that? And I'm like, do you see me with the guest? And they say it in front of the guest, and I'm like, do you see me with the guest? I'm trying to help the guest. Like, obviously, I'm not doing that at this particular moment, but I'll get to it. Calm down. Chillax. Take a chill pill. This vlog is long. Okay. Well, it's time for me to leave because I gotta go repent on my life. But oh, guys, last thing. I was blessed. I'll tell you about my blessing tomorrow then when I have light because I'm actually going to record the vlog in the daytime and stop being a lazy slob. Okay? All right. Tomorrow.